The last video I made about friends with opposite sex friends, I heard a lot of feedback and I got a lot of comments. And some of those comments were like, you know, Mary Jo, that's kind of harsh when you say if you're married, you shouldn't really have opposite sex friends that you can get together with. And I understand that. I understand also that it can sound harsh. But the reason as a psychotherapist that I recommend no opposite sex friends is because the crossover from a friendship into a lover or a possible emotional affair are so great. And because the statistics are showing that more and more marriages are ruined by emotional affairs, some of that is with social media, some of that is with just the ease of texting, that I think you're going to have to go extra careful in your own marriage to make sure you set strong boundaries so that you don't become one of those couples who you all of a sudden you're sharing intimate information with your friend and it crosses that line, and before you know it, you're in an emotional affair and feeling desire and passion for this person, and you're not able to rectify it or get out of it. An emotional affair can ruin a marriage faster than a physical affair. And the reason is because it's built on a true intimacy, an emotional intimacy. And emotional intimacy is the glue of a relationship, unlike sexual. Now, I'm not saying that sexual affairs aren't dangerous. They most certainly are. But the emotional affairs are the ones that we're having more trouble with in marriage. And let's face it, broken trust is broken trust, whether it's done with an emotional affair or a physical affair. So I thought it would be helpful if you watch this and then with your partner watch it too. And the reason is because when you watch it together, it can help you set firmer boundaries in your relationship, kind of come to terms with some things like, okay, we're not going to have opposite sex friends, or if we do, we're both going to be included. It's going to be a friend to both of us. They're going to know both of us, and we're both going to have limits that protect our marriage. So what is the difference between a friendship and an emotional friendship, or a person that you could have an emotional affair with? Well, the relationship is different from the beginning. A true friendship is casual. Like, it's not sharing intimate information about yourself or your partner. It doesn't feel that secrecy. It doesn't have that, oh, we got to keep this a secret, or don't tell my partner I said this, or don't post this anywhere. It's not that same allure of, I need to see this person, no matter what time of day it is, I need to see this person. Because when it's a friend, it's just not like that. A friend understands, and if you don't get together with them one time, they understand that life is busy, that you have other things. With an emotional affair, they're more demanding. They want your time. A person posing as a friend but really wanting more is going to make more demands. Not right away, they're going to be very accommodating, but at the same time, that's what their intention is. So if you're thinking that maybe you are in this situation where there is a friend and you've gotten a little too close, or maybe your partner has said, this friend threatens me, and I'm nervous about this, here are some things you can ask yourself to help you ascertain if this is something that you're actually involved in. The first one, do you keep your relationship a secret from your partner and others? Would you feel guilty if your partner read what you text or say to this friend? Do you spend money on this person without your partner knowing? Do you confide personal information with this friend that your partner doesn't know it? Do you feel as though your friend understands you better than anyone else? And this is a crucial one, because that would mean you've already crossed an emotional boundary that is not in the friend zone. Now you're in the affair zone. Do you fantasize or try to look better for your friend than you do with your partner? Do you find yourself needing to talk to this friend no matter what time or day or situation or what you're involved with your partner? Would you actually excuse yourself from your partner to go to this friend? Now, these questions are varied, but I would say if you have even one of these, that it's time that you kind of step back and you look at it clearly, like, what am I doing? Is this going too far? You know, would my partner be pleased with me? Would my partner think that I'm cheating? From here, I think it's important that you end it or that you change directions with this friend. And the reason is because this is how emotional affairs happen. They're sneaky. I've told you that in videos before. Because you're in denial. That's what keeps affairs in place. It keeps a lot of things in place. So you're not really open to admitting it. So basically what I would start with is the hardest step. I would talk to my partner. And I would just go through this list and I would say which one or several of these I feel like is going on. When you open it, yes, your partner might be upset. Yes, your partner may be disappointed and angry at you. But yes, you're also taking the first step in saving your marriage. And that's the most important thing. Secondly, tell your partner how sorry you are. If they start really letting you have it, and they may start saying, you know, how could you do this? I told you, I warned you, I told you I was insecure around this person. Be sorry. Don't get defensive. Take their counsel and say, listen, the reason I want to open this with you is because I really need your help in this. I'm scared and I don't know what to do, and I'm wondering if we can go through our boundaries and fix and work on this together. The next thing, take total responsibility. Don't blame your partner. Well, you never talk to me, or you're too busy, or you never want to have sex. You have to stand up and take responsibility. Because let's face it, even if your partner ignored you, neglected you, didn't have sex with you, there are many other choices you could make. You could help the community, you could create something, you could invest yourself in volunteer work. There's so many things. So the fact that you went to someone else says a lot about you, about your neediness, about your self-esteem, about your confidence level. All those things are important, but it's not to lay that on your partner. Those are things you have to accept, and you're probably going to need therapy to help you clarify some of these. And lastly, talk to a therapist. The person who has the friend, who is actually in this relationship, needs to go to a therapist. It may be helpful if your partner goes too, but most important, don't depend on what your partner says at this point to either make you do it or not. You're going to go to therapy because you care about your relationship and you want the relationship to be healthy. You don't want to just destroy it over this friendship. Because I have a lot of clients who say, the reason we didn't come in when it first happened is my partner was not interested in going with me. Sorry, that's a cop-out. That is not a reason not to go to therapy. Therapists at this point can come in, and as long as you're willing to be honest and candid about what's happened, and your partner can tell you the areas they believe have been betrayed of trust due to this, then the therapist can usually give you assignments, help you work on it, help you set boundaries that are going to prevent it from happening again. And that's going to heal both of you. Remember, this is my pearl of advice. Someone who really cared about you for a friend would never put you in a situation where you were falling in love or choosing them over your partner. Only someone with the intention of possibly cheating with you or going further with you would do that. So if nothing else, this tells you this person is not your friend. This person is after something else. They want to date you, they want a relationship, and if you're in a marriage, I'm sorry, those things are off. If this video is helpful to you, please subscribe, and if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.